Okay, so looking at the professional development plan and what do we want to do to review and refine the plan? And then talk about how the strategy will be implemented in the setting in children's garden in your classroom. And that's on the last page. Or page 4. What we have so far is to use these references and resources for when you have challenging behaviors as needed. Any change to that or anything you want to add to that?
I'm thinking I will probably just do a quick touch base with, I'm trying to think how I could do that, with Leticia, May, and probably Eck, Leticia, May, and Eck, just to say, hey, are you interested in seeing what I was doing and what I discovered about Adeline through that? And it would just be a simple question put to them, and then if they say yes, just okay, I'll show you the sheets and how I kind of filled them out, and then I would look at the data, and this is kind of the conclusions that, I don't want to say conclusions, hypothesis, much better.
Okay.
These are some of the hypotheses that were derived based upon the small amount of observations that I took. But, I'm just saying that as being a pretty, easygoing, just, hey, dude, just wondering if you were curious as to kind of the results of what I was doing. I'd be happy to.
Okay, so along those lines, who do you think might want to do the peer-to-peer?
I originally.
Sorry, let me back up just a second.
Sure.
When do you think you would want to do this touching base with Leticia and Nick?
After I do the live coaching, so I'll have two points of reference.
Okay, now I can go back to my question about.
I had originally thought of asking Leticia, and I'm thinking that's what I would like to do is ask Leticia. Hopefully that'll work.
Okay, that's what I have. And is there something else you were going to say about that?
No, it was just that.
Okay. All right. So then, days and times. Grab the calendar. Clear this up. So I have that I could come back on the 16th, and now here's a question, because I was thinking that maybe we could do live coaching brief, live coaching debrief, which is the most we've ever done at a time, all three, but also adding on peer-to-peer brief on that day. However, we could plan that, but then if we feel like, oh, this is just too much, then we could move the peer-to-peer brief to a different day.
Okay.
Or do you feel like it's just too much right now, and let's do it a different day?
Let's stick it on and see how it works.
Okay. And we'll just go with our gut on that.
Good to go with the flow there.
But I guess it would be then kind of planning with your peer to be available.
Mhm.
and figuring that part out. Then I have that, depending on what she would like to learn, would you be able to do that on the 17th?
I'm hoping, yeah.
Okay. And then could we do then the peer-to-peer debrief on the 20th at 9?
Yeah, I think we can
All right.
tentatively keep those things there.
Okay. So I've got, so I had live coaching at 2. Did I mean the starting the brief at 2? Or should I come earlier?
Yeah, we had the starting the brief. We had the,
A live coaching debrief.
that was
Starting
actually like a
at 2.
peer-to-peer, long time ago thing
Yeah.
for 2. So yes, we need to switch that because I need to be doing my live coaching. We need to do the brief before 10 so I can get into the room at 10.
Right, okay, so what time do you want to
So
start?
maybe like 9:15?
Okay, I'll say 9, that way we're for sure starting by 9:15. And so we'll start with the live coaching brief, then we'll go into
So
the
then we'll
live
have time for the brief and stuff and to, yeah,
Okay,
get our ducks together to go do the live coaching.
awesome. I thought that went really well today. And I'd love to see you lunch. Did you get to choose? 'Cause I eat anything.